Call every lead you have and ask them for an appointment. And then throw away all those leads that are not going to do anything in the next 7 to 10 days.
What you just saw was some of the worst advice ever given to real estate agents in the history of our business. You see, what took me from 20, 30 deals a year to 100 plus deals per year was lead follow-up. You've heard it time and time again, and it is so true. The fortune is in the follow-up. Yet, famous trainers keep telling us that lead follow-up doesn't matter, that following up with leads doesn't matter, that building a database doesn't matter. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you my exact system, my exact formula, step by step, exactly what I do to convert for sale by owners. And we're starting, you guessed it, right now. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are looking to grow your real estate agent business, start now by subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification so you never miss one of my training videos. And so today we're going to break down my entire Fsbo follow-up system. This is the holy grail. This is the thing you guys have all been asking me for. This is what you guys have all been waiting for. So I'm going to show you exactly how this thing works, exactly what I do. And at the end of this video, I will put a link to my schedule below this video. If you'd like to learn how to implement this into your business through my For Sale by Owner training program, schedule a call, learn more, see if it's a fit for you or not. And I'll be looking forward to talking with you after the video. So let's get started. Starting off with why lead follow-up? Why lead follow-up is so important when it comes to converting for sale by owners. There's two things I want you to consider. Number one, when it comes to your lead generation, your prospecting, your marketing efforts, when you're going after for sale by owners or any lead source for that matter, you're for the most part going to be communicating with who? Strangers, right? They don't know you, you don't know them. So I give this example all the time with my students, and that is this. If you're watching this and you're in any type of relationship or you're married, you never, not once, well, if you were, I'd be a little bit scared, but never, not once have I heard someone communicate with their current spouse one time. And that first time that they communicated with their current spouse, let's call it 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and on that first interaction, they got down on one knee, they proposed, and the other person said yes. It doesn't happen that way, does it? No. You met your spouse 5, 10, 20 years ago, however long ago it was. You guys had a nice interaction. You had a nice meeting. You went on a first date. And because things went well, you probably went on a second date. And you started this relationship over time. Then what happens is somebody proposed and you got engaged. And then that engagement lasted for a period of time. And then eventually you got married. Well, what these traditional real estate agent trainers are teaching us, what they're wanting us to do is call absolute strangers and do just that. They want us to call and propose to an absolute stranger. We've never met with them. They've never heard from us before. They don't know us. We don't know them. There's no relationship at all. And they want us to ask them, Mr. or Mrs. Seller, if I come over today, will you list your home with me today? That is what they're teaching us to do. And I'm here to tell you that that is a very, very difficult thing to do. Wouldn't it make more sense for you to build a relationship over time, put a follow-up system in place, which you're going to learn here in just a second, so that when the for sale by owner cannot sell their home, that you become the obvious choice and get the listing? That's right. So that's the first thing I want you to consider. The second thing I really want you to consider is this. The likelihood of a for sale by owner listing their property with a real estate agent on day 1, 2, 3, even the first week, it's very, very unlikely. Let's agree to that. Does it happen from time to time? Sure. But I'm talking about the 80%. I'm not talking about solving for the 20% of the time. I'm not talking about what ifs. I'm talking about what happens the majority of the time. It's very rare. for a for sale by owner to decide, you know what, I'm gonna sell this thing on my own, and then have a complete stranger, which is a realtor, call them, which they don't want to deal with at all, call them out of the blue, and then agree to list that property with that agent on the first interaction. It's just, there's no magic fairy dust. It just, for the most part, that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. And if you have any experience calling for sale by owners, you would agree with me so far. So, because we know that, well, why are we trying to list their property within the first day, 2, or the first week? You see, the second thing that you need to take away from this video, and why lead follow-up is so important, is you have every real estate agent that is taking this old advice. They're calling them, trying to convince the for sale by owner to list their property within the first week or 2. They don't get the listing, and they give up. So not you, not after watching this video. After watching this video, you already know the for sale by owner is not going to list their property within the first week or 2 or 3 or 4. So wouldn't it only make sense that you have a system in your business that allows you to follow up with a great, valuable message over time, so that when the day comes, when that for sale by owner says, you know what, I can't do this thing, I give up, I need help, and they start interviewing agents, that you become the obvious choice. You get the phone call, you get the listing. Come on, like, doesn't that make a lot of sense? Of course it does. So those are the 2 things you have to consider why lead follow-up is so important. So now let's get into the tactics and the strategies and all the stuff you guys have been waiting for. Starting off with tactic number 1 in my Fsbo follow-up system, and that is the handwritten thank you card. After you go to the preview appointment, what I teach all of my students to do is send a handwritten thank you card with a specific message to that for sale by owner after the face-to-face meeting. That goes out the same day to the for sale by owner with a token of appreciation. And what I teach my students to do is to include a $1 lottery scratch-off ticket with a specific message. That should be in the hand of the for sale by owner 24 to 48 hours after the initial meeting. Tactic number 2 in my Fsbo follow-up system is the Monday follow-up call. So what I teach, what I built my entire Fsbo system on, is this Monday follow-up call. It's got a few different parts to it. And so what it is that I teach my students to do is communicate in such a way on that Monday follow-up call that puts the for sale by owner in a very interesting position mentally. It has them thinking about certain things that we brought up in that face-to-face meeting that creates doubt without threat. Let me say that again. It creates doubt without threatening the for sale by owner, without pressuring the for sale by owner. We're communicating in such a way on that Monday phone call so that the for sale by owner is really thinking to themselves, man, maybe we should get back together. Maybe we should look at some other options. And you'll learn exactly what that looks like, what that sounds like, what that phone call sounds like. If you want to implement this, just schedule a call with me. I'd be happy to kind of walk you through how that whole thing works. Okay, tactic number 3, which is my for sale by owner direct mail automation system. So what happens, what all my students do after they join our program, is they get access to a company called Banner Season. Banner Season allows us to create direct mail automation campaigns similar to that of an email, but we send out direct mail. So let me show you this. Hopefully the camera can get that. So the first piece of mail that for sale by owner gets is this nice huge envelope, okay? It's an 8.5 by 11 envelope, and it says right on there, for sale by owner backup plan, okay? So they get this thing, they open it, and it's all nicely designed and branded to the agent, and it talks about our entire for sale by owner backup strategy, what's included, how it works. It differentiates our students from all of the other agents in the marketplace. And then what happens over the course of the next 8 weeks is the for sale by owner will start getting these little nice cards in the mail that kind of spell out our specific for sale by owner backup strategy details and all the things that we offer specifically to a for sale by owner. And so they'll get these cards over the next 8 weeks, really detailing the value that we provide that other agents in the marketplace just cannot provide. And so that's the direct mail system. We use a company called Banner Season to put all of that on automation. Tactic number 4 in the for sale by owner follow-up system is our Wednesday email. So every Wednesday, we're doing a couple of things. We send the for sale by owner 2 separate emails. One that has to do with a special report that we send to all for sale by owners to show them how they're positioned in the marketplace against their competition, which are other homes that are selling in their local market. Then the second thing is we have custom created emails that go out automatically that again are providing valuable information, valuable advice, valuable content to the for sale by owner because we want to continue to contribute, right? We're using the law of reciprocity to continue building that relationship with the for sale by owner. So every single Wednesday, me and all of my students are sending these emails out automatically to the for sale by owners that we've met with, the for sale by owners that we are in relationship with, the for sale by owners that we are working with. Because again, the goal of this entire system is that within the next 2-3 weeks after you've met with the for sale by owner or you talk to a for sale by owner and they cannot sell the property on their own, you become the obvious choice. Tactic number 5, which is our Fsbo Facebook retargeting ad. That's hard to say. But what happens is we teach all of our students to put a Facebook specific ad in front of every for sale by owner in their local market. So how we communicate that ad is just like we do with everything else. We're always leading with contribution. We're always leading with value. Never are we pressuring them to sell their home. We want to be a resource. We want to be the source of information that this for sale by owner gets on their journey selling their property on their own until the day they can't do it on their own. And then we come in and help them sell the property. And so on Thursday, we launch a Facebook retargeting ad that goes in their newsfeed of every for sale by owner in the marketplace. Tactic number 6 is the Friday text message. So what it is that we do and what we teach all of our students to do is send every for sale by owner in the marketplace a specific message every Friday through text that keeps the agent top of mind, that offers a unique value proposition to have the for sale by owner compelled to want to meet with you again. And so that text message goes out every single Friday to all of the for sale by owners in the marketplace. Tactic number 7 and our last one in my Fsbo follow-up system is our open house strategy. So we're teaching all of our students, and this is what agents on my team and the exact same thing that I did for years and years and years, is follow a specific process focused on this backup strategy, right? So I'm just knocking everything over, this backup strategy. And so we teach exactly what to do, how to then visit all of the for sale by owners in your marketplace that are having open houses, what to do, what to say, what to bring, how that meeting should go. And you're gonna do that every Saturday. So what I want you to do next is there is a link right below this video where if you think all of this makes sense, you'd like to learn how to implement this, you want to learn more about my training system and how it can help you get one Fsbo listing every single week, feel free, click on the link. You can schedule a call with me to learn more about my system, and then you can decide if it's a good fit or not. So that's it for this video. If it provided you value, make sure you smash that like button. I know a lot of you have been asking about my follow-up system. There you have it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video very soon.